Stevie Fast Jackson, KTR Bahrain 1, Q&A.
Please visit StevieFast.com for all of your apparel and merchandise needs. 25% off the brand new Shadow 2.0 adults and children's jigsaw puzzle. If you currently have one on order or have purchased one from StevieFast.com, we're going to contact you and give you a credit for the difference, so that sale will be retroactive. We have a blowout sale on discontinued in-stock merchandise right now. 2017 and 2018 in-stock discontinued t-shirts are 20% off, 10% off in-stock hoodies. Thank you guys and gals for all your support, and we'll see you at the races.
Stang Bang 601. Hey Stevie, been a fan of yours since the Orange Mustang. I missed that thing. Big Block Pro Charger, grudge battles against Primetime and the Southern Assassins and Orska. You're always one of the best smack talkers out there. Thank you. I try hard at it. Question, what's the cost difference between there and now, and how do you afford to build a car like the Shadow 2.0? My son asked me, and I don't know, so I told him I'll ask you, and if you don't mind answering, keep winning and whooping ass. I get asked this a lot, and it's a pretty in-depth question. I miss the orange car. I wish I had that thing back. It's got a nitrous motor in it, and they're running over there in the desert, and I sure miss that thing. I definitely miss all the grudge battles and trash talking from the old days. Orska is where I cut my teeth on organized racing, and I learned a lot from that organization. Johnny Finn had an awesome deal. That was a fun place to race. I keep talking trash, because if you tell the truth, you tell somebody you're going to do something and do it, it's not really talking trash, keeps it fun. Most of the time it's not personal, sometimes it is. The cost difference between the orange car and now. I would say back then I had scraped everything. I built everything on that thing. Me and my guys did. I would say we probably had $40,000, $50,000 in the whole thing. Counting EFI, we built the chassis ourselves, maybe $60,000 for rear end housing. The price tag on the Shadow 2.0 out the door, you're looking at how do I answer that? Price tag on the Shadow 2.0 out the door turnkey, you're looking well north of $200,000. As far as where we get the funding to build that, most of it is just a lifetime of saving and hard work, sponsorship dollars. Me and Phil Schuler co-own the Shadow 2.0. That levels out the cost. I don't recommend getting in a partnership for most people. Me and Phil have a very unique relationship. We would take a bullet for each other. If you got a couple of buddies that you get along with, that you know that you can trust, build a car together. It keeps it fun. Let somebody build an engine, let somebody build a car, and y'all go race it. It comes from a lot of hard work, winning a lot of help from sponsorship. I work 80 to 100 hours a week, and I have for 20 years. So like when most people are watching TV or eating ice cream or hanging out with their friends or at the Mexican restaurant drinking a margarita, I'm in the shop working. So I'm proud of it. Robbie Lauer always tells me all the time, he said, I work too hard to act like I'm broke. So that race car is my toy. I don't have a whole bunch of toys outside of that. Drag racing is my life, so you'll see a lot of my assets are tied up in my hot rod. Moonwright Motorsports. Any chance you'd race at MLR for the World Cup Finals, import versus domestic? Would love to see somebody knock the pro import 5-second cars down a notch. I would love to come to that race. The Millers do an awesome job at that racetrack. I set records there a long time ago in the orange car. It's a fun place to race. The air's killer. Food's good up there. If we're off that weekend and I can manage to get the car converted to whatever rule package they have, it's a possibility. It'd be fun to come up there and race some of the pro import guys. It's nice to see a different approach on what we see all the time, and there's a huge fan base that comes to that. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Keep an eye on the schedule. If you see it on there, I'm coming. Blake Diamond, very good content, and you have an awesome racing setup. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. The RPM is way higher than I thought it would be. Do you shift in the 8th or use the lockup as your final drive? I'm assuming you're talking about the NHRA car, the legal car. Supercharged Hemi, we rev the engine up to make boost. So the higher you have the engine, the more boost you make. We're mandated to run a 3-speed transmission. It makes the 1-2 shift about 1.82 seconds, makes the 2-3 about close to the 8th mile, and then we can't run a lockup with a supercharged car, so it just runs along in high gear for the last 2 seconds, and it's just making whatever the engine will make out the back. I wish we could run a lockup. The nitrous cars are mandated where they can use the lockup. Supercharged and turbocharged cars are not, so we don't get that option. DRR 470. Stevie, why aren't you running a Liberty style transmission? Is it a rule or just a personal preference? We actually have a Liberty transmission in the Shadow that we've played with. We had it at Sweet 16. I haven't put in an entry car yet. I've got a tremendous amount of Lenko inventory. I like Craig Liberty and those guys. They do a good job on that transmission. It's definitely an option. It's another package. I just need to get some more time to go run it and get all the bells and whistles figured out for it. And you may see it in or out. I'm not preferenced to any drivetrain. Whatever's faster, I'll run it. I'm paid to win. Hillbilly Bracket Racing. Could you tune a twin turbo radial car and make it work on a 275 or 315? If it's got an engine in it and it's got wings, doors, tires, or anything else and moves forward, I can tune it and absolutely make it fast.